Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. This is part two. I didn't misunderstand. He just didn't give me all the information. He wants to cut this out on a plasma table. So let's say it's going to be, let me get rid of all this other stuff. I wouldn't try anything less than like 24 by 24, on a plasma table. Let's just go ahead and cut it to size, because then you need to make some measurements. So let's say it's going to be a 24. You know what? It should be round anyway with our ratio unlocked. I'm going to go 24 by 24 because it ought to be a round circle anyway. That way you've got a good measurement and you can take some measurements just to double check some things. That's half an inch. That's probably pretty good. That'll stay. Now, the only thing this is going to be, the way I look at things like this, I take the Smart Fill tool and I fill it in with black, everything that should be metal. So that is what is going to cut out. These other parts, if we cut out that black part right there, well, that's going to hold together and this part's going to empty. So the other way I look at it anyway, is take and hit the void spot. So that's going to fall out of your plasma cutter. That's going to fall out of your plasma cutter. And this will be metal. Now the only, thing, this is, it's going to be cool. It's a lot of cutting because you cut these out and these are going to fall out and all this other stuff is going to be connected to the other piece of the metal. This piece is going to fall out. This piece is going to fall out, but it's going to be connected. The only thing, if I was going to cut it out, I might take this right here and bring it up into my, carefully up into my, and do it a little bit better job than I did. We need to kind of make it symmetrical and, try not to, on a plasma table, try not to have any really sharp corners. So you can kind of bring that up and over. Well, you're going to cut this out. So then take the virtual segment delete key and do that. So that's going to give you, to me, support. I don't think it takes away anything. So that's what it's going to look like. Plus these others, this is going to be the metal. And then these other holes will be cut out. I think you're good to go. Do some double checking. Don't take my word for it entirely. So the black is going to be the metal. The white is going to be the background. Let me remove these things. And let's put a yellow box on it and just kind of prove it. So anything in yellow is going to be gone. Even the inside, I'm guessing these are trees, or this is a tree and these are branches. But I would do that right there. And, after you smart fill it, I would nudge it. Well, let's don't do that. Let's set our nudge factor like 26 inches. To just seal up that joint that I created up there, I'm going to fill that in and nudge it over. And don't forget to nudge that over, that over, that over, that over, and that over. Now, originally that had another block, but it's going to fall out because it wasn't connected. Then delete all this other stuff. And then take this and left click, right click, and there's you a 24-inch cutout on a plasma table. The only other thing I might check would be nodes. And it's got a lot of nodes. It's got a lot of nodes on a circle that shouldn't have. I'd almost redraw those two circles. Because if you try to clean up those circles, they're just not going to look good. You could try one thing, select all the nodes and just go like 5. And it didn't really delete too many nodes. because a lot of those nodes have to be there. I mean, they have to be there to get that shape. What I would do, I would get rid of these outer circles. And if you need help doing that, I'll make you a private video just to redo those circles, because it'd be a shame to cut that out. And, you know, like on the moon or whatever that is, the sun or the moon, you don't want to do that. I try to take too many nodes out at a time. I'd try to make that a little rounder than it was, but it looks fine. The outer circle would be very easy to take. Just take your virtual segment delete key and delete that outer circle. Group this together, Control G and hit P. And see, it's not exactly 23, you know, or anything. It's a little deceiving. But I would take a 24-inch circle. First of all, lock my ratio and make it 24 by 24, and then hit P. There's you a clean outer circle, you know, with only one node on it. So that's plasma cutter. If you've never been around one, and even people that have been, nodes are, laser goes from, you know, just cuts that line where a plasma cutter is it's basically going from node to node. So every time you have a node, and they're not showing up because I have it grouped together. So let's go up to object, group, and ungroup. I mean, that's a lot of unnecessary nodes. But if you clean them up, most likely, well, I wouldn't try to take them all out. You might better just do that, my friend. And I'm not really changing it, surprisingly. There it changed a little bit. But that needs to be pretty much symmetrical, you know, all the way around. But that would be an easy fix to and if you need help doing that, I can help you. I don't like my videos being too long, but you can see the smoothness of the outside circle, and I can just see the inside circle's not smooth. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.